when y'all both saw each other for the first time, what was the first, no, the way he just slept, what was the first thing that came in your heads when you both saw each other?
I just want to see sister.
There?
Yeah, I think.
The first, I don't care what it is, it has to be the first thought. What was the first, when you looked at him,
Man,
and when you looked at her?
I would love for you to go as a woman with ladies first. Jesus, right? That's what you said. Jesus, amen.
Amen. I was like, Well, the first thing was like, wow, he's really here. Like, I didn't expect this man to like show up at the church. That was the first.
No, I didn't ask you about him showing up. I said, what was the first thing that you said?
Like in your
saw
mind,
him.
when it came, the first thing
When I
that
saw him,
came.
I was like, yo, he's big. Like, he looks like a basketball player or something. Even though I didn't realize you really were. I was like, oh, he's handsome. And then there was something else. I remember the shirt you were wearing. You were like a blue, like summery shirt or something like that. You remember? It was like a blue button down. I was just thinking about that because I was like, after you said that you had pregame the night before with your boys and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I was
In
like,
church.
yeah.
I said in church. I was flat out like, yo, listen, like, I kind of gave up. Not gave up, but like I didn't like. All right, cool. I had no intention of coming there. I'm like, nah, I want to go. Like, I want to learn more. I want to see what's.
Yeah.
I know I saw your face when she got up to go to the bathroom. But what did you?
I didn't know who was who when I first got there.
Really, you didn't know who I was?
I didn't know who was who physically because people look different.
So you're calling me catfish?
I didn't say that.
Oh my God! You're calling me catfish?
I didn't say that. You're filtering words in my mouth. I didn't say
Okay,
that.
so
I didn't know. So usually, like for example, if you were to come to a game that I had, right, and to see some of my teammates, I have teams who are also tall, built, some more cut than others, with tattoos.
Yeah, but didn't you see her picture?
Yeah,
That's
but
what
I'm
I'm
just
saying,
saying, but it's general. I don't want to come in and start looking at people's faces, right? That's what I'm saying. So I don't know, like general look. If there are other women in the church that have similar look to her, that's what I'm saying.
Just fuck with that church.
Yeah.
You said
And
what?
I'm the only one with locks.
Okay.
First saw her and you
I was
realized
just
it
about
was
to
her.
answer.
Okay.
I like she's really attractive.
How you saw-
It's a friend. I'm like she's really attractive, and that was it. Like that, it was, and then like when I started praying, I realized your spirit first though. I felt it. I didn't look at you. I just felt it. I didn't want to turn and look at anything like that, but I felt it. And then when I started praying, I felt. That's how I said I felt. I'm like, yo, why my stomach started like boiling, like my body started trembling. I'm like, yo, it's good. But yeah, like y'all spirit. I think that's what stuck out to me the most, because I think, and me and my dad were talking about this. Me and the coach, I was talking about this yesterday. He said, yo, there are a lot of attractive women, but women who come from, who have good faith base, obviously, that have their head on their shoulders, but that are raised by other women who were good women / wives, meaning they know how to help groom that young lady to become the woman that she needs to become. So it's like, yeah, I was like, telling them, like, yeah, her mom, her grandmother's her life, stuff, her parents are married, like stuff like that, like counts and matters. But yeah, that's when I first thought of, like, we were talking about it, like being a person of faith.
When did you know that she was the one?
Oh, this is easy. This is easy. It didn't take that long. I understood my dad was telling me, and all other men that are married, like even my other, like one of the team owners, like, one of the assistant GM, he said the same thing. I told him, like, yo, I said, me and my girl having a church and ministry, stuff like that. And he was telling me, like, yo, marriage is a beautiful thing. But all these men who are married, who have a positive experience in marriage, right, all say, like, you're gonna know. It's a no-brainer. They're like,
So you know. So you knew.
Oh, it was a
that
no-brainer.
easy?
Because, okay, physically attractive is one thing.
Right.
She's, like, I told her the other day, like, I said, babe, like, you're easily one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. Easily, right? But it wasn't the physical, like, and I'm not trying to down her, like, oh, like.
No, I know what you mean. I
Like,
got
you don't
you.
look good, but it was the spirit behind it, being a woman of faith, and understanding that you want to be with somebody who can help you grow. in that aspect, because you are the company you keep. So if you were a partner that's like an unbeliever, they fake his weight, kind of stuff like that.
Let me stop you and
That's
say
a lot.
very few men say that. Very few men say that I want a woman to help me grow, because they
Yeah.
want the woman to think
Woo.
that they've already grown.
Yeah.
It's
So what
another-
you're saying is
And
so
that- and that women
beautiful.
can't
You have
even teach
no
them.
idea.
Yeah.
You have no clue.
Oh damn.
But continue. I didn't mean to cut you off. But
Yeah,
continue.
but even with that, like I'm not like I wanted to know more. That's why I came to the church. So it's like my thing is like I always tell her like, yo, like if I'm wrong, like correct me. Like I don't wanna be like thinking I'm not a know-it-all. I'm never a know-it-all.
Yeah, that's
I even
right.
tell my coaches and stuff like, and I learned that from basketball. Like
Yeah.
you can't be a know-it-all. And then that we had a teaching that they would took out the correction. I highlighted that in my Bible. Like the correction is not to like basically not to harm you or like chastise you, but
Yeah.
but it's to help you grow. And you can't grow. You got to get out your comfort zone. So sometimes your partner can help you do that. So that was the one.
So what was it
The faith
about her that made you say? Because there had to,
Like
there
some
had to have
specific
been
time or something.
There had to have been a moment where you said, "Yeah, I'm gonna marry her. She's the one I want."
honestly, it was a slew of things that happened. I'll tell you. But that exact moment when I lost my beats, when I felt I lost my
Oh yeah.
I felt
That
I
was
lost my
such a
beat.
random moment.
Because what happened was, I thought I lost my beats in the church, and I looked up, and it says, "Oh man, it's still in the Bronx." You know the app, the
Mhm.
anything with Apple is that wherever you last had
Right.
it located, it will show it, but it can still be on you. You just have to like open it up, and then
Right.
it logs back into that Wi-Fi system, or where you located. And she was like, you sure? Like text message when person it now, they'll get it when they go up. Sometimes they don't sleep anyway. Like
Right.
they up to like 12:01, and they back up at 4 a.m. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, man. And she's like, no, like check every, like check every, you sure? Like check your bag. I'm like, yo, I'm pretty sure. But then I'm like, you know what? I mean, like maybe she's right. So I'll try. So I'm checking my bag. I'm like, I don't find it. Like, but I'm already kind of anticipating that I really lost
yeah,
it,
like you lost it. Yeah.
and I'm kind of getting frustrated. And she was like, let me give me all these options that were calm. And then I went through my bag deeply, and I found it. I felt it. It's very distinct.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to say I love her then, and I held back. I was like, like that. And I think I said it in a way.
On the phone. He
I said on the
literally
phone,
said
like,
it though. He just
Oh
didn't
yeah,
want to
it
say
slipped,
it.
but it slipped. Like it kind of like slipped out.
Yeah,
like,
he
it
was
wasn't-
like, I love this girl, and I was like,
Yeah, like I was like, oh yeah, I got it, like kind of thing. But even before that, it was like just little things that she would say that helped narrow me out. Like if I felt frustrated with something, I just take her advice on it. You know what I mean? And that's the reason I'm saying, like, yo, it's good to have someone who can hold you accountable. Iron
Yeah.
sharpens iron.
Yeah.
So if you can't always see what you're doing, another person can, then it straightens kind of everything out. So it was a no-brainer.
Beautiful. You, Makai?
what's funny?
I gotta hear this.
I told you it. It was the first time he came over, and we were we spent the day like watching Papa's sermons. We watched Jackie Hill Perry's podcast and stuff like that.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
her
yeah,
podcast with her husband, the Perrys. We were just like spending time. I think we took notes and all that. And I was like, and then we went on a walk. But like throughout that whole process, I was like, wow, I actually like being around this man. Like not just like we didn't go on a date that day or anything, but it was just like, wow, like I like being.
That was a date.
Not to her. Not to her.
No.
She's an extravagant lifestyle.
So you remember how Papa spoke about? You remember how Papa spoke about there are certain events and there are certain events in places. So you had an event in a place outside of what you normally like, but it was a date.
All right. Well, in my head.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm just trying to
Yes.
say that there are different types of dates.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
all.
well, either way, we spent
It's like
the day
somebody
together.
can't say to me, "You and your husband, y'all went to Lake George. That's not a little vacation for a week."
That's
Just no.
I mean, all right.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
A rich person, somebody like Michael Jordan probably would consider that a vacation.
No, don't get me wrong, but this is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
I'm just saying for
that's what I'm
me.
saying. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
For
Okay,
me
so go ahead.
personally-
So finish. So you guys
Like
went
a date to me is just us.
to go someplace.
No, we could do a date. We could do a date inside, like if. All right, whatever.
Right.
That's something different. That's something different. But either way, in my head, I was like, wow, we aren't on a date. Like, we aren't really anywhere.
Okay, got you.
And I'm still really
Happy to be around
happy
him.
to be around him. Like, we have a lot in common. And like, I was around a lot of men, and I liked them for the wrong reasons, or I was forced to like them. And with him, like, I didn't feel like any force. Like, it was like
Organic.
this is like also my best friend. Like, I was, you know, but also like I have a crush on him at that time, and I was like, oh, I really like being around him. So I was like, yeah.